welcome back. Today I want to have a look on how I'm gonna mount this seat. I want to make a mount that is convenient. That's good because on my other bike it's super hacked, so I need to do 2 bolts on each side, and if I need to take it off, it's 20 minutes of ordeal just doing bolts. This one I want to make way easier, and I want to try to use the lock system of the original one. And probably not gonna reuse this one, but I'm gonna make something similar out of this one. The way that I think that I want to do it is this right here. You can see this bar here. Under the bar, I'm gonna cut out a small square for the lip to go in. I'm gonna mount it right here and make a lip on the bottom of the seat so that I can basically mount it this way. I take the seat, I mount it under the lip, and I click it in. Click, and the seat is there. The lip. This would be then here, mounted. The seat would go over it and click through that square there. Key is gonna be here from the bottom of the seat. I just checked, and you can reach it easily. There's no problem, so we'll be fine. So after a little bit of messing around, this is how it basically looks. It's mostly square. I think it will work fantastically. And you have a seat. Perfect. Well, I'll be the first one to admit that I ain't much of a welder. It's maybe my 5th time welding ever. I cleaned it up a little bit. This is how it looks after it's cleaned up. So the plan is to attach this at the bottom of the seat. When you need to mount the seat, you just push down on the seat and it locks into place. Alright guys, I cut out these with an angle grinder. I'm gonna weld them together, clean them up. This is gonna be the hook for the seat. That's gonna go in a hole right there. It's gonna go in like that. And the seat is basically gonna attach this way. This was 2 pieces of metal, now it's 1 piece but thicker. I'm pretty happy how that turned out. Obviously you didn't see my junky welds. I cleaned them up. It looks pretty good. I like it's amazing to be able to make some of your own, like not figure out how to buy something on Amazon or something. So yeah guys, if you have a little bit of budget, man, buy a welder. Now how it's gonna work is like this. This goes at the bottom of the seat and clicks in here. This will also be mounted to the bottom of the seat, and it won't move basically. That's the plan. Well, so this is what we managed. This would go into there. Guys, that's how the hole looks, but you believe it or not, it works. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this is wonderful. Alright, so the next bit is to secure the fuel tank. I have that area there sorted out. There's just going to be 1 bolt. Now, alright folks, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to weld that in here so that I can put the tank on and just put a nut on top of it. It's gonna be beautiful, and the tank mounting is gonna be done. I burnt about 75 holes there. I'm not sure you can see that, but there is definitely 1 hole there. But yeah, that's as much time as I'm willing to spend there. It looks worse than it is. I'm gonna clean it up and you'll see it looks fine. Look at that, beautiful. Pretty much lines up. That's the bolt that I welded in. This is my plan. You can see a round nut. I'm just gonna... Found it. Not too bad. So yeah, basically that's how it look, guys. It's not bad, not bad. Love it. Buenos dias. We're back kneeling at my bike. Today, my plan is to shape the seat foam to a proper cafe racer seat. And once it's shaped, I hope to cover it as well so that we could see some proper progress. And we see how it goes. If that goes quickly, I might put together back the carbs and see if they work. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. But I think this one will be exciting because this seat will make or break the look of the bike. So hopefully I get it right. Right? Maybe. Hopefully. So stick around. Alright guys, I got the seat to where I kind of want it. Woo. What do you think, guys? So that's how it looks. Yeah. Now clean this up, cover it with some contact glue and cover it in, I have like a cover for it so that you can see less of the imperfections that there. So, and after that I have some leather for it. Alright guys, so another time lapse with me gluing stuff. Let's go. Alright guys, this has been done. I'm pretty satisfied with this. It still shows some wrinkles and whatnot, but it'll be fine. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure and cut out some leather. Just a cheap eBay leather. Amazon, not eBay, man. This is 10 years later. So cut out some Amazon leather and glue that one on. So the next time lapse is of me cutting this bad boy and gluing the finished seat together. Enjoy. Guys, so this is how the seat looks like. You know, yeah, it's definitely not stretched all that great on it, as you can see. Could have been better. I'll probably have to redo it at a later point. For now, the priority is to get it running and be able to go for a ride. I still think it's gonna look pretty cool. Obviously, it makes it look a little bit weird with the frame being not black. If the frame is gonna be black there, it's gonna look much better. I might raise the rear a little bit with a different shock. I think it's gonna look better as well if the rear is lifted a little bit. And I'm also thinking what to do with that exhaust. I'll probably make it half as long. Alright guys, what is other things that I can't do at the moment? I figured that I want to think around with the plastics. So I'm gonna cut and form the original front mudguard to kind of suit the style of the bike, so cut it much shorter and much smaller. But also I'm gonna try to use the original rear end for that. I'm gonna have to really master something up there, but I'm sure we can do something about that. And yeah, so this is the next steps. I want to also put the mid fairing there as well and see how it overall looks. The thing that I know already for sure is that I will probably have to have a longer shock so that the bike sits nicer and more aggressive. And also I'll probably need like how they're called, bar, fork, steering wheel thing, whatever. With this steering wheel, with these bars, you can't lower the front anymore, but I need to lower the front some more. So I need something that doesn't intrude that. So the first test cuts I'm gonna do here to see if I can leave it like half big. Probably not, but still. Alright, after the first cut, we're kind of there, but I mean, it doesn't look too bad. What do you think? It looks very stock bikey, but I think the next thing we're gonna do is for sure, we're gonna cut this and this up so that there's not this bar, so because that brings a little bit of a headache. Yeah, so I cut the sides off. We're closer, we're even closer. There we go. That's way more like it. What do you think, guys? I mean, obviously it's not mounted. It's sitting too low and whatnot, but this is the size that I wanted. I think it's gonna be pretty dope. Alright, bonjour guys. It's another day in the garage. I've cut up these bad boys here. I will need to make two tabs here to mount the front mudguard. I will obviously bend it in so that it fits the lines properly. And I also made this bad boy here with a little bit of a whatever that means. And I'm gonna weld it here because of this. You'll see in other pictures, but yeah, basically one of the offcuts from the front mudguard is gonna be my rear mudguard. And yes, I made it super weird like this with a raise there, basically to hide the fact that it's cut like this. Otherwise, there was no way to hide it, and I would need to make it really weird. But like this, it works pretty well. I enjoy it. I think it's gonna look banging. You won't be able to see it that much either. Look how much patina it has. It's old and scrappy. Nice. Alright, so yesterday I cut these bad boys out and drilled them, and I won't lie, I fucked up a little bit. The holes are bad, so I need to redo this one again. The other one is gonna be fine, and you can see it's here. But the other side is not good. Now, what I think I will do is I'll cut this. I'll make another one like here. You can see. But I will also make weld up a small bar like this that goes up, that adds another mounting point for the fender, so in speed with air it doesn't push down and rub into the tire. So yeah, and I'll add a little bit of welding. You know, guys, I like welding, so a little bit of more work. Well, you can't call it pretty. It's been a few times I've said this in the channel. I made a couple of holes. I will have another hole here, and it will go through there, and there will be a couple nuts here. And obviously I will cut the fiberglass by there. I'll probably make these a bit nicer and paint them blue as well. And yeah, we continue. And you want to tell me 50 wrongs doesn't make one right? Look at that. Everything's crooked as hell, but it all makes one piece that is straight somehow, which is amazing. Amazing skill. Well, like I said, it's crooked as fuck, but it's actually straight somehow. I'm gonna cut the leftover fiberglass there. I'm gonna paint these bad boys blue. Gonna cut the bolt shorter so that I can bolt it properly up, but look at that. It's just fine. Love it. Love it. Ta-da! Yes, I laid in some paint on the inside as well, so it doesn't look like fiberglass, so you can't see the sides when you ride or whatever. This is what I mainly did, the sides, so that from where I cut the fiberglass so that it's not white, so it looks better. And these are almost now just drying out. Those are the thingies. Yeah, so the next is to cut these bad boys a little bit. Hola. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 20 hours later of cutting and measuring and cutting and measuring and cutting and measuring, I finally got where I think I kind of like it. It's weird, but it's good. I mean, it continues that line, which was important. It's weird here because it enters the frame because it's kind of an inside thing, but it connects to the frame here. I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I really enjoy how it looks. I know you guys might think that it's weird that I want to keep it, but you know, in nowadays world where everybody creates the same thing, I want to create a thing that's not exactly the same as for everyone else. And I think this is it. This is what it does. Guys, we're back at the XS400. I don't know, 5,765th day working on this. A little bit every day just to get it closer to something that we can start. Really want to try starting it. Now you can see me making a crucial mistake as always. The normal pants and the normal shirt, not changing into garage stuff is crucially mistaken, so I'm probably going to ruin this stuff. Now, today there's not that much really left. I need to extend these two wires that go to starter relay and somewhere else, I don't remember. I really want to hear this running with these exhausts as well, and to make sure just that it runs actually properly. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. These three wires, some petrol, and let's hope that it runs. Oh, but I have no petrol. Fuck. Alright, so the next thing that I need to do is I need to extend this bad boy so that I can reach the regulator rectifier. I have a couple of wires, and yes, I'm gonna do it the way you're gonna hate it, but life's difficult. It is what it is. I'm gonna cut them somewhere here, and I'm gonna extend them with solder and heat shrink. That was difficult to figure out how to say. Alright, boys and girls, we've done the alternator wires. Oh, if you'd see the time lapse that I did, what I first did is I cut them and I forgot to weld in the extra part, and I just soldered them back together. Two of them. Can you imagine that? Jesus Christ. Anyway, now that it's done, I'm gonna cover this weird thing nest of rectifier with some electrical tape and mount it to the bike. Now I have about 3 more wires to connect, and then we're done. Alright guys, so both of my extensions are done now. So the relay, I decided to extend it from here. And as usual, not the most perfect ones, but I'm gonna mount it on a bike and we see what's left. That's it for today. I'm sorry for cutting it short and not starting the bike, but the video is already super long. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and the next one I promise I get it started. I actually have already the footage. You might see it afterwards, a sneak peek. Other than that, say hi to Donnie. Donnie, say hi to Donnie. And I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Thank you.